That is because you may touch something where there is this particular virus. First of all, our attitude towards this virus also needs to change. We must understand viruses are not our enemies. This virus was living well, we don't know for how many million years on this planet. It had its customers, pangolins and bats and whatever. Well, we can explain it in many ways, we can propound various conspiracies, but one important thing is, I'm not saying I'm talking about the social nature of the virus, not the scientific aspect of it. See, suppose, let's say you're living on an island and your island starts shrinking in size. Then you naturally want to find another island or another place. If you find mainland, that's fantastic. Naturally you will look. For example, here we're in United States right now. Well, 300 years ago, nobody knew where this land was. People out there in UK and Europe felt congested. They needed a new land. Why? Many people there could not thrive. The social conditions were oppressive and only for a small segment of people could thrive in those lands. The rest were oppressed. They wanted to find a new land. Well, they thought the best land to go to, because they had heard so much about India, they thought the best place to go was India. And they were going all over, many of them went to the bottom of the ocean. Well, people say Vasco da Gama discovered India. No, we were there before the guy came. And Columbus, a bad mariner, obviously, he ended up on the wrong side of the world. Well, after 250, 300 years, that becomes the right thing because you found a new land. So I'm saying any life, whether human, animal, insect, bird or microbial, in our longing to survive and thrive, if we find a place is too congested, not enough for us to exist, then we will try to find new habitat, which is natural. So it is a fact that in the last 70 years, in the last 50 years, the vertebrate population on the planet has come down by 70%. Yes, I'm getting the numbers right for you. In 50 years' time, the vertebrate population on the planet has come down by 70%. Well, and all the insects and other smaller life, 1 in 5 of the species are endangered. So obviously, much smaller life, like viruses, bacteria and other microbial life, are all desperately looking for a new America. America was not referred to as America at one time. People used to call it a new world because it's a new habitat. So they are also looking for a new world, not just one virus, many probably. But all of them may not be competent to make the journey. One of them managed. We don't know, some people have all kinds of theories as to how they managed this. Nobody is certain. Nothing that is being said about this virus is being said with any certainty. After nearly 4-5 months, we still are in the same square one. We still do not know much about it. We are going on saying new things about it, but we do not know what to do about it. What it does in our body also we are not sure. Initially we thought it's just a respiratory infection, now we know it has neurological complications, it has pulmonary complications, it has various levels of impacts on people, not only in terms of fatality, also in terms of damage to the body is happening at all levels. So we still don't know a thing about it actually. We have lot of bits and pieces, but there is no one comprehensive picture of this is the nature of this virus and this is what we can do about it. There is no such clarity anywhere. So now, the only thing that's left to us, as after talking a lot about vaccines and about this and that, slowly all the scientific community coming back to the only solution is social distancing and strengthening of the immune system. When we say strengthening of the immune system, we must understand there are more microbial life, microorganisms in this body than the human cells that you have. I'm saying you are a composite of so many microorganisms that you have not seen or met, but you are more of that than what has come to you from your parentage. The genetics of these microbes are determining how resilient a life you are. Not only that, now as I said, they're influencing the vagus vein means how happy you are is also decided by the microbes. How is that? Maybe one day more research will say it is the microbes which decide whether you can meditate or not. I would say that right now, if the microbes are working against you, you cannot meditate because your stomach will give you works. If you want to meditate, first thing is the body should be at ease. You must know how to bring it to ease. If there is no ease, then forget about meditation, no such thing will ever come in our lives. So managing the gut-brain, I'm saying those of you who've given up on this one, at least this one, if you manage, you can pass through these difficult times with a certain sense of ease. If you've given up hope on managing this, just managing with the right kind of foods and stuff, it is important for the gut-brain, for what happens in your gut. Now, I'm not using medical parlance anymore. The simple understandings that we have by living here on this planet for thousands of years, not by opening up a rat's gut. I'm saying this understanding is not from the lab, but from life is. Well, this may have become almost impossible in Western societies. I don't know how to walk here in the garden or in the forest and pick up some greens which we can cook today. There's no such possibility. Everybody has been completely trained to believe everything other than what you buy in a store is poison. Other than what you buy in a superstore is naturally poison. The whole world is poison except what is sold in the marketplace. This madness, for this we are paying a huge price. Fortunately in India, still you can walk in your backyard, pick up something, a few green leaves and cook it and eat it without thinking it's poison. Well, there are reasons for this, I'm not saying it's completely baseless, but at the same time, it is overly exaggerated. If everything in nature is poison, where did stuff come to the superstore? I don't know. Are they importing it from Mars or somewhere else? I do not know, because a lot of things look like they don't have an earthly origin. When I see a square tomato, I know it doesn't have an earthly origin. it must be Martian